The hidden freedom in the cost of awakening, the true value of letting go. At first glance, waking up to truth appears costly. It seems to demand everything: your beliefs, your identity, your ambitions, your attachments. You're being asked to relinquish not just some of what you hold dear, but all of it. That's the illusion, the idea that you're paying a steep price to wake up. But here's the paradox. When you step through, you realize it didn't cost you anything at all. Why? Because you never had anything real to lose in the first place. You've spent a lifetime investing in a thought system that promised fulfillment but only delivered more chasing. The ego's thought system isn't just expensive, it's a scam. You've poured yourself into its promises. If I hustle harder, if I sacrifice more, if I grind longer, if I succeed, if I become... But the reward? An empty shell. A knockoff. A betrayal of your deepest longing for peace and wholeness. Why awakening seems costly? It's because you're asked to abandon what you've built. It feels like betrayal to let go of the self-construct you've toiled over. The roles, the accomplishments, the ambitions. You've stitched together this persona with blood, sweat and tears, staying up late, hustling for approval, grinding for security, delaying gratification, sacrificing today for a better tomorrow. And yet, as costly as this might feel, awakening shows you one startling truth. You were chasing a mirage. The ego's promises were counterfeit all along. You poured everything into a false bag, thinking it was a Hermes, only to discover it's a cheap knockoff that falls apart the moment you really look at it. But the betrayal isn't out there. The betrayal is within. It's not the bag that cheated you. It's the thought system you chose to trust. The ego's betrayal is expensive. The ego is expensive. It drains you, it exhausts you, it leaves you feeling unworthy, anxious, and constantly needing more. It doesn't stop at extracting your money or time. It siphons your peace, your energy, and your sense of self. No matter how much you give, it demands more. You'll be enough when you achieve this. You'll find happiness if you earn that. You'll be secure when you have these. The ego keeps you running on a treadmill, chasing goals that never deliver lasting peace. And when you finally achieve them, it immediately moves the goalpost. Now you need this next thing. You're left with nothing to show but exhaustion. That's expensive. Truth has no cost, only freedom. Truth, on the other hand, only seems costly. In reality, there's no cost to pay because what you're giving up never existed in the first place. The identity you're asked to relinquish, it was always a fabrication. The dreams you're asked to release, they were illusions. The self you're asked to abandon, it was a mask, nothing more. When you wake up, you see clearly, nothing real can be threatened, nothing unreal exists. Awakening asks you to let go of the appearance of value in exchange for what is truly valuable. But the ego resists. It whispers, "You've worked so hard for this. You can't let it go now." It tricks you into clinging to the very chains that bind you. The moment of realization. The moment you wake up is like holding that counterfeit bag and finally seeing it for what it is. You laugh, not out of bitterness, but relief. You thought you were losing everything, but in truth you lost nothing of value. What you gain is beyond measure, the peace of no longer chasing, the freedom of no longer needing validation, the joy of resting in what you truly are. The key question, is it really costly? What's really costly, truth or illusion? The ego's thought system charges you everything and leaves you empty-handed. Truth asks for nothing and gives you everything. So, is waking up costly? Or does it simply appear that way to an untrained mind? Let this land. The only thing truth costs is the illusions you were never meant to hold on to anyway. Does that make you feel lighter? Let's keep building if you feel there's more to explore.